Jay here, Full Time Devils. This is the Full Time Devils podcast. Joining me today is the infamous Andy Tate. Andy, welcome.
Afternoon.
And also the less infamous, but equally as important, Angelina Kelly.
Hello.
You all right? And the most infamous of them all, if I'm going to go down this route, Mr. Stephen Howson. All right, Aya, you can speak. It's audio
Shots
as well.
fired.
Hello. I know when it shots fired. I'm just still trying to figure out what Angie's infamous for.
I said she's not as infamous as
Maybe.
him.
Yeah, but that's still infamous.
Still infamous.
There's levels though, isn't there? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
Everyone
has a
trying
level.
To make this stuff out
I
about
know.
us. It's
It's just lies.
a bit rude.
right,
Anyway.
just get out. Don't, for God's sake, please. Otherwise, it's just be me on my own. No one wants to hear that. Steve, what we're going to talk about?
Not a clue.
Right, well, this has been.
Do you know what?
The
Well
Full-Time
looking
Devils
forward.
podcast.
I was well looking forward to the break.
Yeah.
Go and watching Salford at weekend.
Oh, are we?
Rugby
Now?
lot. Rugby lot.
Oh, just join the rugby bandwagon,
Rugby
have
lot.
we?
Oh,
Hey.
rugby.
God, you'll be saying Brandon Williams is a good player next. You love your bandwagon jumping, you don't you? Hey.
Oh, mate, there's some bad things. Some bad things we need to talk about. But we'll save that
Right, okay.
when cameras aren't rolling.
Right, well, we'll discuss that later. He's on Twitter now, you mate, isn't
Yeah, officially.
he? Officially. What's his handle? Do you know it off your head? Off the top of your head?
Yeah, at Brandon Williams.
Wow.
Original.
It's that crazy. It might just work.
It was Brandon Will. I guess they got Twitter to sort it out. Isn't it mad that they Twitter actually give a shit about you if you're I think the Brandon Williams account was an account that I'd never tweeted and had been set up in like 2009 by someone. I'm assuming a guy called Brandon Williams.
Yeah.
And then they asked, and because he's a United player, he was like, have that. Because the Stephen Howson one was something that had been set up in like 2008, the original one.
Yeah.
I think it tweeted once, like, what's Twitter all about? And then nothing. And that's why I had to have the Mr. Stephen Howson.
I know.
Because I'm ADD with shit like that, or what's the word? OCD and
OCD.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just like, I need things to match. So my
Yeah.
Instagram, my Facebook, everything
I
all
know.
matches. I hated it when it was all over the gaff. And I had the other two, but I couldn't have the Twitter. So I was like, bollocks, how do I fix this here? So I just put Mr. There we go.
Mr. Stephen Howson.
So Mr. Andy Tate at Twitter, I could have that if I wanted to go on it.
If you
Do you
wanted
know what,
to,
though?
if you wanted to return, have you
There's
been
a
on
time on when I'm not going to
You
be
can
on
still
Twitter
view
no
it. You
Yeah.
can still go in the tabs.
I don't even
you
wanna
type
know.
your name on a search engine.
I don't
What
wanna
people
know.
say about you. People comment about you.
Twitter's a weird gaff, innit?
Yeah.
I mean,
It is.
that goes without saying.
It's proper off his head. But I have to like tell my missus, because she's on Twitter, like, it's not real. Like, don't get invested. Because she tells me when I'm being trolled, because I don't care. I'm a bit of attention. So it's all good to me, even if it's like slagging me off. And she's like, have you seen what they've said?
Protecting
Then
you,
like
mate.
try to find out
Protecting
information
you.
about
Yeah,
them.
that's
And I'm
called
like,
love.
yeah, and I'm like,
It's called loyalty.
Oh my God.
you know,
Protection.
she's 2 steps away from like getting their address. And like, let's go round. They don't live that far away. I'm like,
But
don't worry
that
about
is
it.
Tell her
ride
to
or
meet
die.
me.
That.
I'll go round with her.
You're both similar vein actually. Cause what I love about Steve is I'll see Steve having an argument for like 12 hours whilst doing 5 jobs and raising 3 kids, and I'll look at the guys having an argument with, and it'll be like someone with 3 followers.
Why does it matter?
I know that's what I like. I like the
listen.
way you don't differentiate
Oh,
between like
it's equal opportunities.
Yeah.
I don't care whether
We
you're
started
Piers
a
Morgan,
police force on
Katie
Twitter.
Hopkins,
Oh,
or
God,
you've
no.
got 3
Justice
followers.
League, or what?
If we're arguing. I don't look who you are before I argue with you. Do you look who people are before arguing with them?
No,
Because
I
that's
just-
the
I
vibe
tend
I'm
not
getting
to
here,
argue.
Jay.
I don't argue. That's the thing.
All right.
I can't be asked. I'll just usually like say my piece, then say, "Are you thick?" Which is my usual response. Are you thick?
Oh,
That's
that
not
GIF
what I
that you
said.
always use.
Yeah, I'll give. Well, why
Or
GIF?
it uses the same gifs 20.
Do you know what? One, I don't know where it's from, and I don't know what it means.
The Wire or The Sopranos.
Why? Yeah, you don't need a
The
conversation.
black guy
when
with
you've got,
specs.
Yeah,
Smiling.
Yeah.
brother Muzone from
Don't
the
know what
Wire.
it
Or
means.
the guy from The Sopranos.
Don't know what it means when he replies me with that. Don't know what that means.
It just means like there's that. Or my other favourite one is the Coming to America where he spits his water out. I love
Yeah,
that
that's
as
what
well.
I'm saying. I get that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I understand that one.
Sorry.
I got every single bit
All
of
my
that GIF.
frequently used went out, so I've had to start. That's why you're probably gonna get more of the same reason because I can't get them frequently used. So I'm down to 2.
Oh.
Anyway, Ighalo, are we happy that we've got him?
Yeah, I'm satisfied. I'm happy with it, and hopefully he'll play a part in the push up the league and till the end of the season. And if he does well, why not sign him?
Do you know what?
Permanent.
I'm a bit worried though because he's a lovely lad, loves United, and everyone's like really behind him, but he's not kicked a ball for us yet. And I'm worried that good grace and favour is going to end when he does his first misplaced pass.
Mate, he tweeted about Munich saying the first thing was Ollie out.
Yeah, but we'll acknowledge this is being recorded on the anniversary of Munich, and we'll speak about that a little bit later. But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen Marcus tweet something about the homeless, and someone tweeting him once about, well, not once, about his goals. You need to score more goals before you start giving out food to the homeless.
I didn't realise there was a condition.
Sad
to
will,
that.
innit?
Someone sat down,
sad
thought
will.
that in their head, saw like this
And
guy's
actually
helping the
wrote it
homeless,
and
wrote it
pressed
out
tweet.
and press send.
Yeah.
But this is the vibe. I don't think you get. I mean, I don't go on Facebook, so maybe I just don't see it, and maybe it is equally as nuts on there. But I find like Instagram, you don't seem to have many mentals on Instagram.
Oh, I get a few I can vouch on my account. I get a few comments privately and I just block, move on, block,
Yeah,
move
it's
on.
because they do it privately on Instagram.
To be fair
now.
though,
Yeah.
you
Private messages.
you
the
do,
creeps
Andy.
are in the DMs.
You do things on Insta that are designed to get
I'm Ed Woodward.
Wait, what?
Like that.
get rile people. Like he does his Pogba impression, slagging Pogba. We start as Pogba FC is gonna be straight onto you for that one, and your other impressions,
Ed
which
Woodward.
all seem to sound the same. If I'm being brutally honest, I'm not being disparaging your
Is
impression.
it like my Christopher Walken one?
Well, go on, what's your Christopher
I
Walken?
haven't got one.
I've seen
Have you
people do me. I've seen people
It
impersonate
drives me
me.
crazy. That's my Christopher Walken.
Fuck, okay. Did that happen in public in loud? Yeah. All right, sound. Don't even know
But
if
no,
that's
I
something good in
think
your head.
Facebook's not as bad because technically you're friends. You've accepted their friend request.
All right. I don't post. I don't think I've posted on my wall on Facebook since the 90s.
Right. And Instagram doesn't seem quite as toxic.
See, I just remembered I actually got someone hating on me to do with Kobe. Because I'd put, like the prayer
I've deleted
emojis
those,
on my
that's
story, and he's like,
Right.
"That's the clapping hands emoji." I'm like, "It's the prayer." Like, are we really gonna get into this? Like,
Yeah, people will argue with you about
Like,
anything, won't they?
I just thought I'm not even gonna.
That's
answer it,
that's the
'cause-
important issue here when this guy's died and his daughter.
Yeah, was it the
Not-
prayer emoji or the clapping hands emoji?
People are just too big. But this is why on Twitter, I like on Insta I'll post pictures of my kids. I don't mind that, but I won't do it on Twitter because I did it once with my lad in his kit and got abuse.
Wow.
Because I just put United's new signing, it's my lad in his kit, like as a baby. We literally had him like a week before, and people were like, that's not United's new fucking signing.
Obviously not.
Right.
Sad
The night we
bastards,
signed
Sorry.
Pogba,
So that was the end of that.
the
No
night we
more
signed
children on
Pogba,
my
waited
Twitter.
outside. It was in the Lowry, and we waited. And it literally happened right there. You could hear, like, Richard Arnold was like, right, stay up and wait until the money transfers. I was like, hey, talk about transfer fee. And it was literally happening. Me and Jaden are sitting here paying like 11 quid for an apple juice.
I remember
And
this.
the
You were
meeting-
messaging me.
The meeting was happening like there, literally not as far away as the camera is. Lukaku was in there, Raiola was in there, they was all in there, and they all went into a back room and they sorted out and all the rest of it. And Jaden got a photo with him, the first photograph that anyone's got with him, a little selfie with him and Pogba. And Jaden had a Twitter at the time, that's gone because just there's too many dicks in there. And he put it on his Instagram, and he put it on his Twitter, and he put something like, I can officially announce Pogba as a United player. The first reply to it was, no, you can't, you little shit. Who the fuck do you think you are? And you're like, fucking hell, man.
That's sad, that, innit?
I mean, when was it?
That's what I mean.
2006. Got a 9-year-old here, absolutely buzzing to meet a world record signing. And your first thing is like, call him a dick.
That's what I mean. This is why I can't because as I said earlier, my missus gets angry, and I could. But when it comes to your kids and I just think like people will do that. Like as you've proven there, people are that angry or just bored
Well,
or
it
just
came
stupid.
after me. Well, like I said, in 2014, it came after me and my family, and that's why I shut the Twitter down. Forget it, you're not having it. That's why I will never go on it. The abuse, I get personal abuse on Instagram. I get friends requests from people on Facebook I never even met. People from the world. I've had Australia, Slovakia, Iceland, America, Canada. I mean, it's flattering, but you
A
don't
really good
accept.
reach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what you
Changed
listen
my
to
name
good
is
reach,
quite
but
global,
you don't
isn't it?
accept it.
My Facebook's not my real name.
Is it not?
No. 'Cause,
Mine's
like,
my
you
full
just
version of my name.
usually City fans just trying to tweet or message you with absolute bollocks, and just changing my surname just totally stopped it. Like fucking sound like
I
this.
shouldn't even say this, but when I was a reporter, like Facebook sort
Here
of
we
came
go.
big when I was a reporter, and
Such a handy tool.
it was, and I'm such a swat as well because you'd be like, friend request or message, hi, sorry for your loss. Would you like to pay tribute for such and such radio station? And it's shit, and I admit that, and I'm a scumbag. But the amount of people that would say, yeah, that'd be great, and do it, because I often get birthdays coming up on my Facebook, and I think, who the bloody hell's that? And then realise it's someone that I messaged when they had a tragedy in their life.
Yeah.
I was like the prophet of doom, so apologies.
Joe,
to
we need to
anyone.
do a full podcast just on Jay's ex-life as a
Yeah,
reporter,
We
a
don't.
beat
100%.
reporter.
Like the
around
time when you
what-
got threatened. That time
Oh, in Moston.
when you got driven out of Moston.
Sonny Moston. That's the only time I actually got threatened I knocked on the door, right, and this guy answered the.
But you wouldn't be disappointed if that didn't happen in Moston.
Yeah,
True,
exactly.
you did want some kind of violence.
You want
or-
the authentic experience of Moston.
Verbal abuse.
What
Yeah.
made me laugh is the guy answered the door and he looked like you. There'd been a shooting in Moston, standard Tuesday.
How many ERs per sentence are we talking here?
24.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he answered the door. Big guy, about your size, Andy, but with Steve's sort of facial hair.
Cheers.
And I went, "Hiya, mate. I'm from Q103 and there's been a shooting."
Ah.
And he was like, he went, "Oh, right, how's that? Which shooting we talking about here? There's been 4 today." And I was like, I said the first one.
One at the chip in the
Yeah.
Greg's or one this afternoon.
Oh, right, yeah, that one.
The upcoming one.
And I just heard this woman
Or
say,
one that's about to happen.
she went, from the background went, "Who the fucking hell's that?" So I said, I went,
This story
and he went, "It's Q103, Mum. Tell him to fuck off." Right?
Mum says, fuck off.
So I said, "It's all right, I got the message, mate. You don't need to pass that on. I heard it." So I'm down the road, right, just doing a voice or whatever. This car pulls up and there's this lad and his mum. And she went, "Was that you knocking on my door before talking to my lad?" I'm like, "I've got my Q103 muff. I'm stood next to my Q103 branded car." Thought, do I go with a lie?
Wait.
A Q103 branded car.
What?
Yeah, a Q103 branded smart car.
Oh, yes.
You can imagine I'm looking really intimidated here. And I even wait up to a lie and just say, "What? No. What you on about, you weirdo?"
Yeah, all you got to do is, yeah.
Yeah? Are you talking to you? Stopping your car for? Jog on. Right, but I thought, no, I'll go with a different tax. And I went, yes, it was. And she went, "Wait till the lads get back." I went,
Okay, yeah, sound.
What lads?
I'm so going to stick around
Yeah.
for that.
I went, "What lads?"
Sounds like a
She
right
went, "Lads." I went, "Are you threatening me?" And she went, "No, I'm just saying they won't be happy. Wait till lads get back." I said, "Yeah, I'm quaking in my boots." Anyway, as soon as she drove off,
You started crying.
Ran and got in my car. Drove off, ran me off, said, "Coming back to the office." Got what I need. No one's talking to me.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Ighalo.
I've heard that story about 4 times and it never ever gets old.
But yeah, that was
I didn't know we had a
bizarrely
smart
after
car
10
with
years of
Q103
reporting.
on the side
yeah.
of it.
After 10 years of reporting, that was the only time. And I went to a lot of shootings, a lot of stabbings, a lot of sort of grim stuff.
Why?
Because it's news, isn't it, mate? I'd love to. And it wasn't all that. I did happy stories and you
Name
know.
one.
Somebody rescuing a puppy out of a tree.
The parade, I did United parades. That was happy for me. Someone rescued a puppy out of a tree. You know, stuff like people raising money for charities, stuff like that.
But mainly shootings.
But you know, you talk about people being horrible on Twitter. I remember I went to this school where they were doing balloons. They were releasing balloons because it was for victims of honour killings and abuse. And it was like Manchester Grammar for Girls or wherever. I can't remember the school. And they did this speech and they all let all these balloons off to remember these victims. And I tweeted it from the news account. And the first reply was, "That's a good way to remember the dead. Fucking littering." And I thought, there's a picture of girls releasing balloons to remember dead people. And you-
Some people in the world.
That's the world
People
we
will
live
twist
in.
anything they want into
Yeah.
a negative. Anything they want.
Going back to my original thing, sorry, digress there for everyone who's bored of my stories. Do you think Ighalo will get some patience from the fans?
No. Why
'Cause
would he?
He's only getting it now because he's not playing.
Yeah.
Why would he get
He's not even
patience?
getting patience, he's just getting a little bit of love.
Guaranteed, the first shot he misses,
Yeah.
which is probably his first shot, let's be
Yeah.
honest,
Yeah,
he's probably not
standard.
going to bag straight away,
Yeah.
right? There'll be people going, this is what the club's become.
Yeah.
There's people with that in drafts right now,
Well, yeah.
waiting.
I'm just one of them.
That ball will barely have left his foot. Be like VAR.
Let's
How's
be
the ball
fair.
left his foot before that tweet dropped?
Let's be fair. What's this atmosphere inside the ground down to? Who's it down to? The people up fucking stairs with
I
the
don't
recruitment.
even think in the ground it's that bad.
Do you know what?
If I'm being honest, I think it's more on social media that it's bad.
It's always been like this in a way. It was just more on forums and like hidden away than like Twitter's so open like that. I think it's always sort of been like this.
Oh, people.
It's worse because of Twitter, but I think it's always
I
existed.
mean, the walkout last week, everyone's trying to drum it up on social media, drum it up. Nothing happened.
To be
4
honest with you, mate,
people. That was it. From my
The timing was awkward because the match was on a knife edge at the time.
yeah, and I
And
think
I think everyone was like, if everyone goes, I'm going. But like,
yeah, I
I'm in
think
the middle of a
it
row
was
here,
it was that, and I know a lot of people that didn't know what they were going to do. That were literally saying, "I'll see what happens on the 68th minute."
Yeah.
and a lot of
That's
people.
what I was saying.
Yeah, and I get that, and I think there was a lot of misinformation because.
look, do you know what? Even the Must email that went out, which only went out on the Thursday before the game,
Yeah.
was sort of like what does everyone want to do, rather than if you're
This is what's
protesting, do
happening.
this.
Yeah.
There was no message. It was more of a. It was
was-
almost emailing like, "What's everyone else want to do?"
The sad thing is, because
I'll get chips if you get chips.
Yeah, it was. And I spoke to Mus recently. I spoke to Anthony Wilson, who organised protest. And the sad thing is, like, then people start arguing amongst themselves. People get angry, and it's like United fans start round with United fans about the best way to do it.
This is what the club want.
Yeah.
This is what they want: in-house fighting, and they don't care as long as they're getting the media attention, the social media attention. They're still pumping. They're getting all the likes, all the clicks, and this, that, and the other. They don't care because
Pretty sure they just still don't want the negativity around the club. I'm pretty sure they would prefer the positivity, but yeah.
Could you imagine if we never got Fernandes and the new Nigerian lad last week? Could you imagine what would have happened Saturday?
Oh, it would have gone off.
I think it'd have been worse if we'd have just got Ighalo and not Fernandes.
Yeah.
That would have been like
Because
he's
would
a free transfer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It would have been, like I say, sick of using it, but toxic.
That's the word, innit? Toxicity is the word that I keep hearing. It's
Everyone's
difficult.
got a view on what they want to do, and it's honourable. You truly care for the club, but like I say, them upstairs, they sniggered at us. Was it Matt Judge? I call him Matt Fudge. Stupid bloody banker. You know what I mean? Matt Fudge. Fucking idiot. I'll start on him now. I'll give Ed the buy on this. I'll start on this one.
In that sort of similar vein, there was stories coming out this week that Director of Football's not happening, if anyone actually thought it was. Yeah. Which didn't surprise me at all. I don't even know why that was a story. Because a few weeks ago there was talk on the house, and I forget his name, is it Angelo something? I'm probably getting that completely wrong.
The geezer from Paris.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But did you see what Clivert had said about him?
Oh God, no, what? It just doesn't bother.
Clivert had said,
really
this guy's an
rubbish.
idiot and he's all about business and knows nothing about football. And I was like, United appointment, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ticks all the boxes for our club.
I only found out yesterday, actually, that Patrick Clivert, someone we know, was like, should we go and catch a game in Barcelona? And I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I'm after going checking out a match in Milan, and not with Inter, the other lot, because reasons. And he goes, you want to go to a game in Barcelona?
We'll come back to that in a minute. Go on. I don't want to interrupt you. Yes, we will.
He goes, should we go and watch a game in Barcelona? And I was like, yeah, sure. And he goes, do you know Patrick Clivert? And I was like, what? Do I know Patrick Clivert?
Paddy K. Of course I do.
Like, Ajax Barcelona legend and brief player at Newcastle for a minute.
Let's not.
And he was like,
that didn't happen.
yeah. And he was like, well, he's my mate. He's like, should we go and watch a game with him? And I was like, what? Yeah, now. What fucking are you talking about? Yeah, of course we should. So he's like, all right, we'll sort it out then. We'll go and watch a game in Barcelona. But then I was like, he goes, oh yeah, he works for Barcelona. And I was like, so I Googled it. I was like, what does he do? Oh, academy director. Oh, no small job then. just doing bits at Barcelona. What's he doing? Oh yeah, director, sound. So yeah, today I learned Paddy Clivert's working for Barcelona.
What I was going to say to you then is, are you actually saying you wouldn't go and watch Inter because your mate plays for him?
They play this the Milan derby this week.
Oh right, so you are going to get to see him?
No, because I'm not going for that game. I was trying to go for next Thursday.
Takes it to another level, man. He's gone now. Even now, you still aren't now. I'll come and watch a game, but not Inter. Why? Because he plays for him now.
It's the Milan derby this weekend. Don't know who's on. And then it's Milan and Juventus on Thursday, and I was like, oh, that's a good game, that, innit? And it's literally nothing. It cost me more to park at the airport than it will to fly to fucking Milan. How mad's that?
That is crazy.
So yeah, I want to go watch a game. I don't think I'm going to make it for next Thursday, but it don't sell out at San Siro anymore.
Is it
It's
not?
never full.
The San Siro
Unless
is
they
never
play-
full.
The
United.
San Siro, I watched the documentary on the stadium now. It's aged a lot. It's like nearly 90 years old.
When they knock it down, is it the end of the season?
Yeah. No, they don't know. They're trying to
wanna go
build a
before
new
they knock it
stadium
down.
next door because they want to build
Go
a
on,
new.
just
It
go
got
on Thursday.
redeveloped.
Thursday.
It got redeveloped for the 1990
Ronaldo
World
go.
Cup,
I'm in Berlin.
and now they want to. Now they
Sorry,
want.
Andy. Just making travel arrangements here.
So we're just making plans.
I'm listening to your
You
story
got
about your
Berlin, you know what I
documentary.
mean? But
Could
you-
get maybe a train over from Berlin.
but
That's a long train, that.
yeah, the San Siro is in seriously decline. It was redeveloped for the 1990 World Cup.
Did you see it before they put them big like cylinders around the outside that hold the roof on?
Yeah.
See how cool it looked when it was just like the open air bit.
Oh yeah, but now, like I said, AC Milan have put it in, even within the what shared stadium, built on the site next to it. So you think like they could be moving out. But basically, you can't move out of the stadium. You haven't got something to play already. So they'll start building the stadium,
And
move out straight away. Because that's what some teams do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
I need to go-
you
I
know
need to
my
go watch
thoughts
it
on
again.
United moving stadium.
I mean, the top tiers at the San Siro now are blocked off because
Well, not safe.
they're not safe.
Oh, do you know what? I think I might have seen something actually. Someone was like, "Look, you could just like fall down the back of that if you want."
Yeah,
I don't
because
think you'd want to, like, but
like I said, was it AC Milan's average attendance is 40,000-50,000?
yeah, and it holds what 90 in there.
Yeah, so
Wowzers.
and then I get about the same. So I don't.
Italian
it
football
won't be a sellout for that.
since that whole
Scandal.
the whole scandal over the match fixing. And I can imagine once you've lost the confidence in a competition being real, like next year in the Premier League, that
don't you mean
that
this
the
year?
attendances will- yeah, no, I mean the attendances when everyone's like, hang about, that was all the bollocks that last year.
Yeah, I've given up on it already. Football in general. As we mentioned earlier at the top of the show, it is the Munich Memorial. Steve posted a video, didn't you, today? If people
No,
watch
it was
that-
it was one from 2 years ago. I can't top it. I'm not going to do
No,
anything
that's
ever
fair.
again.
Yeah. Was that the stuff you did with your granddad?
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. If you know where to find Steve, he's posted a vid. We've got some vids as well that we did. I think we spoke to Ray Bobbins. You all know him. He remembered the Busby Babes, and obviously your granddad did as well. So it's something we always acknowledge. I think we've all been at Munich, haven't we, and been to the site. It's, as you'd expect, it's very airy, but it's not where the airport is. It's miles away because they moved the airport. So it's like in the middle of nowhere, which is just
It's a
sort of
housing
like,
estate.
yeah, it's
So I was
I
there
know
2 years ago for that 60th anniversary.
right.
There's about 3,000 Reds there.
Because I went to
Mental.
one when we played him, yeah, and I didn't realise how far away it was from the city centre. It sort of adds to the sadness in a way, doesn't it? Because it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you think this
You
is where
remember
they.
Brain embroidered to you when you're young. I mean, I didn't become aware of the Munich anniversary until I was about 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then you you take it on board what happened because for the first few years of supporting United, it was just the buzzer of going and winning the cups, winning the cup, FA Cup, this, that, the other. Then at United, then you're like, wow, watch the video, and wow. Then you become aware as you get older, 12, 13.
Yeah.
Do you think we can fully understand it? I don't think we can fully understand it, you know.
I know what you mean. It's like my nana remembers it, and she's like, what, about 86 now, and obviously my granddad when he was alive.
My dad was fat, was about 8, maybe 8, 9.
They remembered it quite
10.
vividly, like what
Yeah.
the club would, like when obviously like the bodies were brought back and stuff like that. They remember them telling me about stuff like that. You can't really comprehend.
I don't think you can. No, it's not like if you lost 8 players now, clearly a tragedy.
When
but
was it? Was it that?
it was when we only had
Brazilian
12 players.
Yeah, there was a Brazilian team
Not
a few
that long
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Chapecoense.
That's
And-
the closest it's.
Yeah,
been
there was another
to
one.
it.
Was it Torino?
What's the
1948?
African team? I'm going to get this wrong, and everyone's going to hate me. Was it Zambia that lost their team?
Adebayola was
for
on
Africa,
board.
wasn't it?
Was that Adebayola?
No,
on
that was
board?
a shooting on a.
Oh yeah,
on a
sorry, I
coach.
apologise on that.
Yeah, God, remember that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
there was that was at sea, I think, the African one. Because I think that some wreckage and stuff washed up on the beach. It's mad. I don't think we can ever comprehend what it must have been like. 'Cause I think there was more of a connection with the players back then as well than we can even think about.
Yeah, they were more accessible, I guess, in a way, weren't
I
they?
think
So.
Ray,
you could
obviously
talk to
Devil's
him
got a
in the
video
street.
with. Ray used to get the bus to the match with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Zambia. Well, we watched it, didn't we, Steve, about the Busby and how Jimmy Murphy had Bill Fowkes and Andy Gegg playing the next week.
Can you imagine?
Well, rightly
no
so,
counselling.
and I'm not
10
knocking
days,
anyone who goes through
10
tragedy.
days.
It takes a lot of time off the job, football or otherwise. But can you imagine seeing all your mates die and then next week you're back in work?
Yeah, you playing or what?
Playing FA
And he
Cup.
said to him, you are, didn't he? They said we're not playing. And he went, well, you are. And they're like, all right then. Which, okay, I'm not having a dig at Jimmy Murphy, but you think, bloody hell. And they're only youngsters as well. Like,
Yeah.
Andy Gegg
I think
was
that's
big,
the thing
early
as well, like how
mid-20s.
young
It's
it's hard to comprehend.
it's always right that we acknowledge it, and
Yeah.
we've all been part of doing sort of making vids and going out there and acknowledge it. So there's always ways to sort of, if you're not au fait with it, you're not up to speed, you don't know a lot about it, then there's loads of stuff out there, loads of information. It's worth checking out because it is a big part of Manchester United's history, and what it still affects us now. It's still part of the fabric, and a lot of the reason, it's a big reason why so many fans around the world first sort of knew about.
Maltese Supporters Club set up in the aftermath of it.
Well, there you go.
The
and
oldest
that's one of
supporters club in the world.
And one of the greatest keepers, I will say this, for City fans who give us stick about it, Frank Swift.
Yeah,
Loads of,
Legend.
yeah, not just players.
Yeah,
there was
players,
loads of
journalists,
reporters who travelled
people.
with him.
Yeah.
journalists. Yeah, like say they had the Evening News did a tribute because their chief writer, it was David Meek, who stepped in after him on it when he died.
Was it? That's how David Meek got his start.
Yeah, I think he'd done bits and then he became the
Is
main.
this true? There was a woman who was pregnant on it, and she survived,
Yeah.
and she gave birth with the baby, and it was John Lukic.
No, his name was Lukic, I think, or something similar, but it's not the John Lukic.
Oh,
it was like a myth.
I heard that.
Would that have
When
been?
was it?
Because I heard that. Sorry?
How mad would that have been?
I know, but this was before the internet, so this rumour went.
Oh, so
It was
so
like the Will
real
Smith's
then.
dead one that went around when I was a kid.
Yeah.
and
Wait,
no
what?
one- yeah, and you couldn't check it, but no, there was a baby that survived. Thanks probably to Harry Gregg, who seems as like the
I
hero
think
of the hour.
he probably.
Madness, just dragging people out of wreckage and just cracking on. But yeah, I don't think it was John Lukic, the keeper.
Joe, it was offered Puskas and Di Stefano by Real Madrid in the aftermath of it.
And didn't the FA say no?
You wasn't allowed non-British Isles players until I think 1978. And Ozzy Ardiles, I think, was the first non-British born player. Oh, there was there's like Bert Trautmann, obviously, I think he was German, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like there was exceptions, but you had to have lived in England for 2 or 3 years before you was allowed to play football for anyone, because that's how much of a privilege it was to not get paid as much as regular workers and play sport. But there was a no foreigners rule, which is coming back next year actually with Brexit, I think.
And God forbid we bend a rule for a team that just lost their entire.
I know.
Yeah,
first
but can
team.
you imagine Puskas and Di Stefano was offered to us by Real Madrid?
Fair play to Real Madrid as well, because they've not got
yeah.
the best reputation of being the kindest team, but can't grumble at that.
Players from the English First Division could go abroad and then come back.
Yeah,
So
they did.
that's a
No,
bit.
Dennis Law and stuff like that.
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
all them
Jimmy
played away.
Greaves and that.
One thing that my dad always tells me about is, remember Carlos Sartori that played for United?
Who?
Carlos Sartori.
I know the name, I don't know
Yeah.
the player.
The Evening News ran a story on him when he made his debut. And he
The
was-
ginger Italian lad?
Yeah, eating a bowl of spaghetti.
No, they didn't. Well, of course they did, yeah. I was going to say no, they didn't, but yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yeah. Something like that. That was like the front page. There you go. Italian makes his debut.
Yeah, was it Ein spaghetti as well?
Yeah,
Cheers.
proper like, spaghetti hoops. Spaghetti hoops. That'll do. That's Italian.
Just cut the hoops up.
Talking of football, United beat Leeds the other night.
Last night.
Last night,
night,
yeah. Even though it was only the under-18s, it's all good. Not only the under-18s, but it wasn't the
Win's
first
a
team. But
win.
that's great. Well done to the under-18s. I'm not knocking them.
How many Leeds fans watched the last leg?
Well, this is what I don't understand why they're all getting credit on Leeds brought a load of fans. Just because it's a Premier League ground and they're not going to
Yeah,
get
it's
to go with
United.
them
And it's
for any
only
time
about
soon.
45 minutes away or something.
I know. And it gives them a chance to see some,
Seen the tweet going around.
electricity and running
Was
water.
it what Leeds fans were giving? Who was it? Was it Chung? Was it giving stick?
Maybury.
Maybury. Look at shy show Bob. And
Mengi, out of them lot that played last night, I thought Mengi looked the closest to threatening, even in the near future, I think, for a spot in the first team. Hugo Wolf, again, scored again. United haven't conceded a goal so far in the Youth Cup this year.
what round was it?
I'm not sure what round
think
it
it
is.
was
Fourth?
Fourth, yeah, I think
What I say fourth, but I don't know.
next round is the quarters, isn't it?
Sounds about right.
So,
That might
We'll
be
go
it.
with that.
yeah.
City is still in it, aren't they? Chelsea.
You know, a couple of golden generations that we've had, Gomez's year, Chong's year, I mean, this technically is Mason Greenwood's year. We're playing it without him, which is interesting.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Steve. Would you bring him back for the final?
Fucking right, I would, yeah. Duncan Edwards got pulled back in for him.
Yeah.
That's United's thing. Ryan Giggs got pulled back. Ryan Giggs had played for the first team. Come and play. In fact, I don't think he
Crystal
played.
Palace.
Yeah, so, again, but I don't think he played in the 93 one. I think he's probably too old by then, actually.
The
But
93 one's the
Beckham-
one we lost to Leeds, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Beckham, Scholes, and the two Nevilles played in that one. Don't think Nicky Butt played in that one. 'Cause I think he was in the first team, actually.
What do you reckon, Ange? Bring back Mason.
Yeah, too.
Mason
right.
Green was
Yeah,
dynamite.
do, yeah.
If you got an advantage,
Would you wait till the
use
final
it,
or would you
yeah.
do it in the semis?
Depends how short we are in the first team, doesn't it, to be real? But, yeah, you want to win that.
Do you know what?
Who's the last team that won it? Do you know?
Who was the last team that won it?
No, the last United team that won it.
Was it the...
2000.
Was it-
I know. It'd be like 2004-05.
Nope.
Was it? It
I
wasn't...
remember it. We beat
it the-
Tottenham.
I think 04-05. Did we win one then? But that was
Oh, no,
clearly
2011.
Correct.
We beat,
Yeah.
Was it Tottenham?
Name the
Pogba,
team.
Jesse Lingard and Ravel.
That was the Manchester Senior
Morrison.
Cup, wasn't it?
No.
No,
No, that was that game.
2012.
Yeah.
But,
But no,
I'm
it-
sure we beat Tottenham as well in a final.
11?
A Youth Cup.
I don't know when that was.
So in 2011 was Sheffield United.
Yeah, with Harry Maguire.
Well remembered. I think we played Chelsea in the semis.
We
I
beat
think
Tottenham. I think it was that mid. It was the
That might have been the
2000s.
2000s one.
There
Yeah,
was years ago. Was it, I think that might have been earlier.
Not
Tottenham.
Cleverley and Welbeck's year.
Might have been. It might have been.
The lot in 2011. Who was captain?
Was it not? It's not Tunnicliffe, was it? It
Nope.
was.
He
I
was
know
player of the
this.
year, which everyone goes on about. Ravel Morrison, and obviously Pogba was in that team, and it was Ryan Tunnicliffe
sorry.
was player of the year.
He's got Middlesbrough now, hasn't
Is that where he is now?
he?
He's been bobbing around like League One and Championship.
He was at Sheffield United, but he's gone on loan now to Middlesbrough.
Who was captain, Ange?
Oh, God, no idea. Well,
Hang on. I want to guess.
You guess
You
No,
just
I'm not. I'm
Google
sorry.
it.
Dave's here. I'm just.
Right, is it no? Tom Thorpe.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that. Do you know
I mean,
what?
good team, man. It was a good team.
Will
I think
Keane was banging
Sam
him in,
Johnson,
wasn't
I
he?
think, was in net. You had Michael Keane. Will Keane was up front. I think Zeki Friars and Larnell Cole.
Lionel Cole was in there.
You were good at him.
Jesse.
And no relation to
Some
Andy
French geezer in the midfield. Can't remember his name. Don't think he amounted to much.
No, you just fucked off, didn't
Yeah, a bit rubbish.
Didn't win a World Cup or out. You didn't a world record signing.
But do you know what? I tried to convince him. I did that thing that you do when you try and convince yourself everything's going to be all right. So when it was obvious that Ravel Morrison was a bit mental, and that allegedly, and that Paul Pogba may not want to spend the rest of his life in Manchester, I remember writing a blog article about how Morrison and Pogba aren't even all that. It's all about Ryan Tunnicliffe. He's the reason.
Well, that's
United
it. Well, he
won
won Player of the Year that year.
Yeah, and I convinced myself that he was like the greatest thing. And I proper did. Like, you'd give me a lie detector test, and I passed it because I was convinced.
You must have had the same sort of thoughts then, I reckon, about Ben Pearson.
Yeah,
He was top on it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's still running now, somewhere. Just running. He is
Mate.
like the Mo Farah of centre mids.
Do you know what? And it was mad because all these top players that I loved and like you stay and well, all of us that never got a chance. And then I remember it was like with Van Gaal, he just picked someone randomly and put him in the first team for the debut. Like, even those that have like yourself, you
James
watch a bit. Like, yeah, Paddy McNair came from nowhere. You're like, hang on a minute.
Yeah, Donald Love. There was no hype about Donald Love.
No.
Even Donald Love's dad didn't hype him.
Yeah, and he was like, what do you mean you've got starting for United?
I don't think so.
Coffee's at your
Stop!
dickhead.
No, you know, you got to pick up your mum's laundry. Stop messing about. No, I am, Dad. Honestly, I've got the nod. It's like we were all waiting for Tyler Blackett for years, weren't we? Thought he's missed the boat, and then Louis Van Gaal was like, "No, he's not. He's starting every game for the next 10."
I thought he was amazing, Tyler
I
Blackett.
love Tyler Blackett.
And then something happened and he was shit.
I know he had a rapid decline, didn't he? And
Yeah.
it was sad. It was at Arsenal when he scored the own goal. It was in the season. He brought
Do you
him back
reckon it
in.
was that?
I don't know because he came in, didn't he, at the beginning for the
Mint.
friendlies. Mint.
Composed, physical.
3-5-2.
Great on the
left
ball.
wing back.
Mint.
Perfect. And then he got dropped.
He gave a penalty away against Leicester.
Was that what it was? I mean, that was it for Tim, didn't it, in the semi-final? He never recovered from
No.
it. But no, that was the one good thing about Van Gaal. People have rose-tinted glasses, and I know Marcus Rashford spoke about him to Ryan Giggs the other day, and it was great that he brought through youngsters, but the football was fucking terrible, and we can't have this. I will not have this renaissance theory about Van Gaal. We'd have only stuck with
Needed
him.
3 years, Jay. That's what he needed.
No, honestly, we were doing crosswords and all sorts at United, like at Old Trafford. It was just so fucking bad. It was.
It
terrible.
wasn't nice to like within an hour, 2 hours losing your job after winning the FA Cup.
That's
No, I
bollocks.
get that. I
It's
get
a joke, that.
the way that they did it was sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
There's a good point. That.
Man
Who's
United's
that on? Is that the club or the press?
I think
Oh, well,
both.
it's the club, isn't it?
It's a club.
The club
Man-
can't
Man-
run a
Man
piss up
Uni-
in a brewery and you can't keep anything quiet.
Oh, Man United PR department's renowned for errors and
United-
ballsing it up every time over the last few years.
I mean, United have actually got a PR department.
Well, we have now.
Well,
And we
yeah.
all know.
Yes.
The worst thing about the
Yes.
PR department appointment is that, one, everybody knows. Two, everyone knows who your co-presenters on Sunday Supplement were. So when all your co-presenters, one, Neil Custis, delete all your tweets about the Glazers and the Woodward
Exactly.
onto you, son. And two, they come out with these mental articles. Like Neil Custis had an article which was, Ed Woodward's been let down by the managers and the Glazers. And you're like, excuse me?
That was so bad.
Oh
It
no,
was
I
almost good.
know.
Like, yeah,
Straight
it was
to
that
battle.
bad that you almost go, Neil, we can't pay you for that because that was so bad. You've already been paid for it, for one.
Yeah.
He's sucking up to him, isn't he? He's just sucking up to him. That's what he is.
Well, Neil Ashton's told him, I want you to write this positive piece. That's PR.
There's some bad.
Yeah, Neil Ashton in the past has criticised Ed and all that. I've seen the videos and this, that, and the other. Criticising the Glazer ownership. So he's just basically he's made the rod for his own back, isn't he?
Fernandes debut against Wolves.
What do I think of it?
Yeah. Well, just yeah.
Yeah,
You got 8 minutes to fill. Go on.
Yeah, it was just. I think that whole game was just a bit like just a shoulder shrug, wasn't it? No, I mean, I think it was. I was happy that he was at least having a go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he seemed, considering how many days had he been here, like
What a day.
yeah, if that, like he literally just rocked up that day. He seemed pretty confident, and which you like to see, I guess. I think the fact that he was, were the shots great? No, but he
all
was
about
at
them
least yeah.
I like
That
him.
free kick was on target.
Wasn't there some stat that he'd like like passed the most for us or something. There was something that came up on
Did
the
he
TV
rollick
when
one
I
of
was
the
watching
players?
it.
Did he rollick Jesse
No,
Lingard?
yeah, he said to Lingard, like, make the run across.
Was he irate that?
And Jesse Lingard sort of stayed close to, for I can't remember who it was, let's say he stayed close to Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side. And Bruno Fernandes is like, make the run across so you're getting in front of me so I can play the through ball. And Jesse didn't, he just sort of stayed where he was.
Jesse Lingard for you
So,
now in a
I mean-
nutshell, that, innit?
No, I rate him for speaking up.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
not?
it's about time.
He was
Don't
doing
know
it straight
one's
away. He was
speaking
getting his
up.
arm around people and he was like, here's what you need to be
I
doing.
had a rude awakening. He's probably got anything.
What the
fuck's going on
hell?
here?
I heard it was bad, but
Yeah.
this bad.
My God,
Jesus
these are
Christ.
actually terrible at
No,
football.
but I rate that. I think the fact that he came out and he was, like I say, the shots weren't great, but he was at least having a go. Do you know what I mean? You can at least
But it was decent shots.
respect
Yeah.
someone.
I mean, they weren't
If
like
they're-
Andreas Pereira or Fred type shots
It's
where
because
I'm,
I'm so used to
you know,
Pereira
you're
defending
covering your
Fred.
face when he take the shot.
I do
No,
rate the fact
but I
that
think
Fred.
Fred will blossom now with
I rate that
Bruno.
Fred was still standing over those set pieces. Like, listen, I know you knew it, but
Yeah.
take a step back. I'll show you how it's done, mate. Don't you worry.
Fred must be amazing in training.
What we do is aim for the advertising board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a little
we,
private
we
joke
pick
going
a
on.
different player
Well,
every
when it's
game.
3
a
minutes to
fan
go
and
and
we
you
try
need
and
a
aim
goal and you've got Spanish on the side here, no, I'll take it. And you
That
just
one at the Etihad when Matt was
Shut
there
up.
was
But no,
was madness.
I thought it was a good debut. I like the fact that he actually got stuck in, had a go, not afraid to tell people.
He was
I think we
defensively
need
solid,
that.
and that was good. Because remember, I was still mentioning it on his channel. It was really good
Yeah.
defensively. We worked hard. It was just that final third ball and the
That's-
willingness. We had 2 chances near the end. Was it Harry Maguire and Delo? I mean, if that was Mason on the end, that would have been in the goal. That would have been in the back of the net in the 89th minute.
No, yeah, I agree.
These draws
two
and stupid losses. We really should be inside the top 4 results-wise. There's a couple
With
of games that
everyone
we
fit.
just tossed off.
With everyone fit, yeah, but
Do you know what? I can live with the Wolves draw. I know it sounds bad and I sound a bit like Ole. It's the other ones that get to me. Like Bournemouth. How the fuck did we lose to Bournemouth?
Villa.
Watford.
joining with Villa, joining with
Palace at
Everton.
home. Losing to Palace at home.
Liverpool
The losses
at home.
even. Yeah.
Yo,
God,
I know
let's
they're absolutely dicking
Sheffield
it.
United
But
away.
let's be honest,
Yeah.
they should never have come back in that game.
No, they shouldn't have you right. I know the goal came on the right as the substitution happened, but I still don't get why it took Marcus off for Marshall. I thought it was just madness. Anyway, got Rooney in the FA Cup, otherwise
just
known as
Rooney.
Derby County.
Well, either way,
I saw fans tweeting him saying, knock us out of the cup so Ole will get sacked.
Well, that
Sad
you're using the
bastard.
term fan quite loosely there,
Oh,
Steve.
yeah. I
'cause
see people with
I would
United
say-
affiliated
Yeah,
accounts.
I would say people, that will.
With
put-
Poch as
Are
the
these the
profile
sort of
picture.
muppets that had Tranmere badges as their advert?
Yeah,
Because that's lols. Yeah,
edgy.
I'm sure he'll get a good
Either
reception.
way.
He'll get a great reception from United fans, Rooney, and they'll sing his name and ask him to wave and he won't.
yeah, either way, though, we want to play
That's what he
Northampton
does.
or Derby County with the draw. And there, I believe in omens. 2004, we won the FA Cup. We played Northampton along the way. 2016, we beat Derby on the way to Wembley. So, yeah, I'll take that.
I'd love an FA Cup win. Honestly, I would celebrate the FA Cup win more than the Scousers will celebrate winning the league. I will.
Yeah,
I'll make it sound.
no.
People will look at me and think
We
we've won the
deny-
best trophy. They will.
My mate said
And this
if you-
channel will be
My
at the
mate
forefront
said
of that, believe me.
We denied the
Full-time
treble.
FA Cup.
We stopped Liverpool winning the treble in the final and beat them, just like 77. And that, even if we don't finish top 4, that would make the season.
Right, gonna have to wrap up. Quickly, Wally of the week. You know the scripts. Wally of the week.
Oh,
Sorry,
No, just you think.
hands in front of your face there. I'm sorry about that.
I don't know.
The journalist who's coming
Just
out
pick
with the
someone.
messy rumours.
Neil Ashton.
Neil Aston, right? And Wally of the week.
Even though we didn't talk about Love Island, Naz off Love Island,
Naz, I love
absolutely
that.
pieing Demi,
Fucking Love Island.
No.
What's wrong
what
with
I mean?
y'all?
No.
saying that he didn't
I-
even miss her. Liberty.
My Wally of the week will be or is Abby Dalman.
Do you reckon he's
Don't
going to
do
get
it.
sacked?
What,
'cause Messi
make,
don't
make
like
him
him now?
Messi cry?
Don't upset Messi, man. That's a schoolboy error.
Yeah, Messi ain't leaving Barcelona. And whoever's printed that story is the
That you
Wally.
Wally.
That's my Wally.
Right, that's been the Wally of the week. This has been the Full Time Devils podcast. I can't remember what episode it is. It's episode 40 odd. You know,
45.
45. There you go. Even Andy knows and I don't. That's shocking. We're on Libsyn, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Audio Boom. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and obviously watching on YouTube. That's been Steve Howson. You know where to find him. Angelina Kelly, she's on social media. You can find her. Andy Tate is on Instagram, as he mentioned. I've been Jay. This has been Full Time Devils. Thanks for watching.